because it wasn't a sudden death. We were in the hospital together. We were in a hospital room together for a long time. And me and my family have had, issues over the past few years. I come from a very close family, a big family. My mom's one of seven. And during my divorce, I largely cut out like my entire family, I thought that they weren't there for me like I needed them to be there for me, and that they didn't show up and blah, 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 poor me, poor me. And when we all got together in this room, it was like nothing had ever happened. There's a lot of forgiveness, a lot of love. We all, just embraced, and it was really an amazing few days. Despite the tragedy, we were able to be there together and help one of our loved ones transition, to heaven, as a family. The lesson I learned from this was, I spent years like missing out on Christmases, Thanksgivings, Easters, because I was resentful and I was angry with my family because they didn't give me the help I thought I needed, and it's a time in between. It's those years in between that I missed, that I look back now and I'm like, wow, man, that was very selfish of me, everybody's living their own lives. Everybody's going through their own things. I did get help, people did show up for me, but my heart was cold and resentful, largely due to the divorce. And so the big picture here is to forgive, because people are going to pass away and people that you love are going to be gone. And I would have much rather had that time with my family than those 3 years that I missed in isolation because I was mad, and it really stinks that it took like a family member passing to come to that realization and to that forgiveness. But, it takes what it takes. And I will do my best to not ever let that happen again. But again, my message is that, we have to forgive people. And the biggest part for me of forgiveness is seeing my part and realizing that, like I was helped, I was taken care of, I was provided for, and that everyone has their own lives. Everybody's going through their own stuff. And guess what, crybaby? Like divorce is part of life, and people showed up like nothing else. It just wasn't to the degree or it just wasn't the help I thought I needed,